I'm gonna absolutely ruin my garden by making a bunch of big plants, and my garden's gonna look pretty disgusting. But the goal is to make a world record of the biggest garden in Grow Garden. So what I'm gonna do first is I have a bunch of these moon melons. I'm gonna like spread them across my garden, and then I'm gonna make them really, really big, and then I won't be able to walk on my garden. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. All right, that's my vision. All right, but before we do that, I should probably pick up all my pets. I only have 5 pet slots, so I'm letting my friend borrow most of my moon cats. So I only have 2 right now, which is kind of sad, but we'll have to make do with 2 moon cats. It should be enough. And then I'm gonna put down a triceratops, I think. Triceratops, and then maybe a mimic octopus, because it could mimic the moon cats, right? And then we could put down one more pet. I don't know. I'm gonna save that slot for later, but for now I have 2,715 trials, and I'm gonna start spreading out these moon melons. Alright, so I spread out all the moon melons, and this is what it looks like. The other side of the garden we'll worry about later. That doesn't matter right now. But basically what I'm gonna do now, I think I'm gonna put a master sprinkler right here and another one right here, right? And then so here, let me do that real quick. Master sprinkler. I only have 2 left. So I'll put one here. Perfect. I think one here. That should be good. Alright, what other sprinklers do we have? We have no other sprinklers. Alright, I'll just spam basic sprinklers, and I'll ask my friend for some godly ones. Alright, so my friend is putting down godly sprinklers for us, which I appreciate. Now, all I have to do is wait for these moon melons to get big, and then we'll see how big they are, and we'll go from there. So, I'm back 10 minutes later, and they've started growing, not as much as I thought they would. So, I'm going to use some watering cans on them. We do have a rainbow moon melon over here, which is kind of cool. I don't see any abnormally big moon melons. This one is huge. Whoa, that one's huge. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to water all of them and hope that they grow faster. Let's see if it actually works. Can I actually water them? Oh, that was immediate. All right, let's do that to all of them. All right, so I've finished, and this is a mess. This is good. This is a really good start. I was hoping for bigger moon melons, I'm going to be honest, but this is a really good start. And we still have our master sprinkler, so let's take advantage of that. What other seeds do I have? I still have moon melon seeds, all right? I'm going to put down all 5 of these. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let me water those so they grow really quickly. So I still have my master sprinklers. I got like 2 minutes left on these. All right, I'm going to come back in another 5 minutes and see how the garden looks. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. I think these moon melons haven't grown yet, which is fine because the master sprinklers are out. So what we need to do next is we need to find another plant to fill in these like tiny spaces. We need something huge. All right, so moon melons, I'm going to be honest, is the only plant I knew I had that was big. But if we look at my inventory, I have plenty of seeds. So I'm going to look through them and I'm going to get back to you and tell you what I find. Okay, so what we did is we found our seeds, we spammed them on the other side of my garden, and then we did the master sprinkler strat, godly sprinkler strat. We put down all those sprinklers. So the seeds we decided on were cauliflowers, pumpkins, watermelon, which is basically a pumpkin, just green, bamboo seeds. Then put down 2 burning buds and I think 10 pink lilies, all right? This is what it looks like. My burning bud is huge. This thing is huge. It's golden too, all right? That looks really, really good. I'm going to keep that there. This burning bud hasn't grown yet. That's not a problem. All these cauliflowers are really fat, really big. They look disgusting. That's exactly what we want. My pumpkins didn't grow that big for some reason. Same with the watermelons. I did put down a bunch of bamboo. I can put down more bamboo. I have 1,245 seeds left. So I think what the plan is to spam a bunch of more bamboo. Because, you know, bamboo, if you have a lot of it, it looks pretty messy. Okay, so I just planted all my bamboo along like the sides of my garden. Right here. All along the back and the sides. There wasn't much space inside to put my bamboo. So I'm going to put bigger plants in the middle over there. I also got this bamboo, which looks really weird. Look, the leaves are so big. The bottom is small, and then the middle is big, and then the top is small again. This bamboo is really, really freaky. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to look for more big plants in my inventory. I'm going to spam them, and then I'm thinking about putting a bunch of cosmetics, just like around my garden, to make it look weird. Like just spam cosmetics. So what I'm going to do first is find big plants, and then I'll get back to you. Alright, because I have no patience and I'm not waiting for this, I'm just going to grow all, and we're going to see the before and after. Alright, so this is before. Grow all. Oh my god. That looks horrible. Look how big my mangoes are. This is so good. All right, so now our garden is, you can't even see the floor anywhere. All right, so you can see the floor here, so we'll have to clean it up. So everywhere where you can see the floor, I'm just gonna spam mushrooms, okay? This is perfect. Looks horrible. All right, so the plan now is spam mushroom seeds, I think cacti, because cactuses look really, really ugly. So I'm just gonna put a bunch of cacti and mushroom seeds in these open spots. All right, so now that that's done, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you. I put a bunch of cacti right here, like in this spot right here. So if I put a watering can here, they should all just immediately grow. Oh, that's big. So this is perfect. So that's just one of the spots where I put a bunch of stuff. There are mushrooms hidden somewhere in here. I have no idea where I put them, but this is what we have. I think it could be a little bit messier. I think the right side is done. We'll work on the left side a little bit more, and that should be good. Because the left side is messy, but I feel like it's just bamboo. Bamboo is tall, but it's not fat, right? We want fat plants. So I'm going to try to get some really fat mushrooms, like right about here. And then I'm going to show you what that looks like. So I spammed mushrooms, but the problem is my garden is so big and messy, I don't even think you can see them. You can kind of see mushrooms through here a little bit over there. But the garden is too messy, so that means it's time to spam cosmetics. I have plenty of cosmetics ready. I'm just going to spam them in my garden, and we're going to see what it looks like at the end. So I'm going to start with a bunch of planks. Here, I'll show you. I have 26 of these plank things. Here's what they look like right here. I'm just going to like take them and just throw them on top of my garden. All right, so I've spammed cosmetics, and this is our final product. Okay, we just have random cosmetics in here. We have the night thing. We have this, a bunch of upside down cosmetics for no reason. It looks so peak. So this is our final product of our messed up garden. We came a very long way from a pretty much empty garden. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked, make sure you like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot more than you think it does. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.